Hello and welcome back to another episode of Evospace Old Times. Let's continue our trip through nostalgia. A lot of stuff actually changed since my last episode here. This is the farming, but as you can see here, I have upgraded at least the water washers and the macerators to aluminum, so they're gonna work faster. Since they use the same power, only work faster, there is no reason to actually not upgrade it. Copper, iron and aluminum, all here, all working, all non-stop. But the big change is here. We have a conveyor injections with the buffer chassis going that direction, going around here and start to go here. This looks familiar, don't it? I'm not going to deny it. I kind of like this type of building. You have two steel racks, one for the zinc and that for the copper that become, in this case here, brass. The copper is placed into this arc furnace to make copper bars, then placed here to become copper plates, and then cut into parts, 2 parts, and 1 stack of copper plates, normal. And here we have a chest here that only has 1 spacing, that is iron dust. And yes, I placed the entire chest, then realized, oh, I could just use a buffer chest. Isn't that great? I could just do like this instead. There we go. There we go. All better. Here we have some coke dust. That's going to combine the coke dust with the iron dust to make the cast iron. Then cast iron gonna be smelted into the steel. That's going to a hammer to become a plate, and then to a cutting to become plates and parts. Same thing here for the aluminum oxide. Arrive here, combine with carbon to make the aluminum carbide. Let's become aluminum itself, then become plating, and then here 2 plates are going to become the parts, and 1 is come here to become dust. Why dusting? Because this is the basic ore processing. Here we have copper, steel and aluminum. But to have access to the higher tiers like stainless steel, we're going to need to make some mixing and processing. Here we're going to have a copper rack with chromium oxide. It's going to combine with the aluminum dust. Yes, this one here. To make the aluminothermic chrome dust. That then is placed into this aluminum solid furnace to separate it. It's going to burn it, do some heating, and get me aluminum oxide back and the chrome dust. The other side you have same thing but with manganese. Become aluminum manganese, that become aluminum and manganese. But manganese I don't need for now, so it's not connected to anything. Moving on, here we have a rack to receive any iron that managed to pass the steel production to be stored and placed in the mixer. And here we have the chrome dusting combine with nickel into this steel mixer with some liberties to make the stainless steel. Still need to smelt it. And this part here is just a big warehouse or reserve. Here comes the manganese dust, the tungsten oxide, the cobalt oxide, and the sulfur. Those here are gonna be necessary for later on when you get to the hard metal, but you still have titanium before that. It is this tungsten, I believe. Need to make the dust here. Oh, it's hard metal as well. Need to remember how I'm gonna make titanium. But for now, is that here. So all that we're missing is another place here to actually start to smelt this stainless steel and get more iron, because, well, iron is not in a big supply. So until all of this get full, it's not going to actually stop using it. So it might take a while. Or I can just remove this arm here. Just put a little turn here. And now it's not going to pick anything here. And all the steel I have is the steel here. As you can see here, the problem is now electricity. Just those two there, those two generators here are not going to keep it up. But now the production is a little bit more consistent. I could increase it. Or could I? But speaking the truth, I need to actually upgrade my power production, because even though the bamboo is fine, I should actually move to the next type of fuel production, and that is pumpkin, because the pumpkin is gonna generate this pumpkin thing here every 10 minutes that I can combine with some dirt and some water to make organic pieces. Wow, 5-to-1. And then macerate it to get the dust in, and combine with water into the water washer to get the double the amount of dirt I had back, and the biomass. And then biomass I can electrolyze into methane fluid. Of course, if you pay attention, I could actually just do it from the start, 1 to 5. And that's actually pretty okay. But doing this long strip here, I actually managed to get dirt, and this here give me 10.5. Every 2 recipes I can make 5 days. So instead of getting just well, screw me, this is actually doing directly is actually better. The only thing I miss is the extra way to get the dirt for free. Well, live and learn. However, we have a big problem, because different from the bamboo here, stone pumpkin does not have a persistent place of growth. Like the bamboo always grow into the middle. Pumpkin, it chooses a random place to actually grow. As you can see, it growing right into this corner here. So directly being like that, you might not be able to actually harvest it. Speaking of being, it's harvest time. I still need to keep this on because the coke dust and carbon it generates, it's required for some process. But the pumpkin, as you can see, it's growing very slowly. So for then, I have to actually make the aluminum multi-tool robot arm. Because while the normal one here can only go into a straight line, this one here can actually go side to side. Crap, doesn't have any way to actually demonstrate it without any messing up. Let's put here. Let's grab some cables if I have it. Let's connect with power. See that they go side to side, harvesting everything on its path. So I can actually use this to harvest the pumpkins. However, sometimes it have a problem that it can actually harvest the plant itself. But one thing at a time. For now, I need to actually start doing that. So I guess this is it. I'm going to do something and hit on maybe. And here it is. I believe this is my old design to pumpkin farming. An arm here, one side, not that one. And then I'm going to side to lefty and collect most of it. And I have to actually wait for it to actually activate to see how well it's going to actually perform. So I guess I'm gonna wait. And there you go. You're slowly getting all the pumpkin around. As you can see, that one there is the limit of the other one. So it's kind of that's the one there. That's very interesting. As you can see, it goes for a long time because I made it a delay of 30 seconds. I could make less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. Now those still have the pumpkin on it because I have not set up a place to actually unload it. But now that I know the distance it could go, I can just change it. Now with the access to the stainless steel, I have made some of it. I can actually build a fermenter. I first need to turn this into plates. Alright, they arrive here and I start. Now let's place down our stainless steel fermenter. Ooh. Like this. Now an arm to fill it up. Now just give it some power. And I place it into the wrong side. Crap. Next step to put into a chemical reactor. Let's see. Yeah, need to be actually right here. I could also place down here, but then the output is also this side here. Crap. Something like this. So let's sacrifice this one here. Like so. I actually got back my methane. And electricity. Okay. Let's make some container. Just because, why not? It's electrolyzer. I was going to create the hydrogen and also the carbon dust. And hydrogen is basically gonna move my steel gas turbine. The little crap here. It's pretty big. Now let's put the stainless steel generator against it, like so, and connect some pipes. And there it goes. We thought that it's different from the one who actually going to stop it, but it's not stopping. So it's not that much of a difference, it seems. By the way, the show is over. It was On God. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take a view of the pumpkin farm.